What's going on, world? 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 What's going on, world?
Yo, what's going on, world?
What's going on, world? What's going on, world? What's going on, world? Yeah, what's going on, world? Y'all already know who this. The reason for this show was because it's the time of it then negative stuff being broadcasted and talked about, which we gonna hear all the time if we tuned into it. But it's about that time to start being encouraged. And I wanted to come out and do something to encourage people, to help people do it. And this was my way. I wanted to present my gifts and my talents at the same time to y'all and show y'all that in spite of everything that's going on, we can do it. We got a lot of things that we can be accomplished, a lot of things that we can get done if we continue to strive. You know, always gonna be some hiccups. Yeah, I'm telling you, I was supposed to start at 6. I had the countdown. I had the story feeds. I had it all lined up. I knew what I wanted to do. I had my cues. I had my notes. I jotted everything down. But still, there were some hiccups. But it ain't give me. I ain't give up. I made up my mind that this is what I want to do. We work on it until we get better. Repetition is the mother of all skill. If you haven't heard that before, I'ma tell you, we're gonna be able to have a little fun and take our minds off of what's going on right now in the world. Like when I came up with what's going on world, it wasn't what's going on in the world. It's what's going on in our world, not in the world. We already know what's going on in the world when we tune into the news. But what's going on in our real lives? Are we achieving the goals that we want to achieve? What are we trying to do to make a difference and get ourselves better? Family First Friday, we got to come together to help each other. And this was my way. There are a lot of people that are tuned in right now to the internet. I thought if I come with my energy and hope that it help y'all through, we going to get through it, y'all. So I wanted y'all to know that Kyla is a guest and she's on my show. And she's my niece, actually my first niece. And if I'm wrong, she'll correct me when she come on in. With that being said, I bring Kyla. What's going on?
Nothing much. What's going on?
Tell the audience a little of yourself.
Well, my name is Kyla. I am her first niece, like she said, so she was correct on that. I don't have to correct on that one. But I am a mom of 4, and I am a Marine veteran, if you don't know. I am an event singer, and I am a paparazzi consultant.
You don't have to correct me.
No, because I'm the first niece. I am your first niece.
So what's that supposed to mean?
No, you good. So that's it. I'm the first niece. That's what you said.
Have you taken on a new task since being home?
Yes.
Have you taken on a new task?
Become a school teacher.
I think as a parent and a mother, you already was a school teacher because you started off before
Yeah,
they
but
get to
now
school.
I'm full time.
Well, what does that supposed to mean?
That means she got to remote learn at home. So that means I got to make sure I'm in there, making sure she doing her work. When she don't understand something, I got to go do it.
Is that a good thing that came out of that? Yeah, I mean, and every
good.
bad there's good too.
It's a good thing that she gets the help from me, but it's kind of stressful because I'm a daycare teacher as well now.
Okay.
I got to do 3 toddlers. Not to mention, I'm in 2 colleges right now at once, and so it's a lot. I'm doing a lot right now.
All right. Well, I brought you on as it's Family First Fridays for me, and I wanted to bring you on as my niece. I try to reach out to people that I know that would support me and
Right.
family wise and be able to assist and have free time at doing that. Some people are
Right.
still out there working, but I was like, the first person that came to mind, I was like, Kyla, and I gotta see if I could reach out to them. I had other people lined up, but when you starting something new, this is what comes with it. So
Right.
and as y'all can see with her background, I would like for you, if you don't mind, to come back and show some of the people the pieces that you have, because not only is she a mom, but what else are you?
A paparazzi consultant.
And what will we learn a little bit about? What does
So
that
basically,
entail?
So
Just a
basically,
little bit.
paparazzi is $5 jewelry. It's all lead and nickel free. So that means if you have allergies to nickel, which is one of the biggest allergies out there when people are wearing jewelry, you will not be allergic to this because of that. And everything is fashionable. It's $5. It's affordable, and basically that's about it for that.
Back to what this whole thing is about. What's going on, world? What's going on in the world is not more important than what's happening with us right now. For the people that decided to sit down and not leave their house and only leave their house for pertinent and essentials, as they call it. Thank you for not being the part of the problem and being part of the solution. One of my brother-in-laws was like, "What's going on, world? What's going in the world is the COVID." And I'm like, "But that's not important right now. It is important, but it's not that important in what we are. We're a human life, and what I believe has happened or is trying to happen is it's stagnating a lot of people. There's gonna be people that stand out from the bunch that still overcome, that stand out like they ain't never had a dilemma, sort of like me. But I've had dilemmas in my life. I had obstacles, situations, and it just made me stronger. But it just so happened that it came right on time with all the things I've been through made me strong for this time such as now. So when I gave him the video, he was like, COVID. I said, of him of all people, he taught me how to focus on the positive. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to tell y'all that, like, if you are one of the people that having those type of up and down feelings, because we do get it, try to focus more on what's happening positive. The things we have gotten great, things that have occurred good out of this. To me, one of the things that have come out good is this internet talk show. It's for encouragement. I want to do it to encourage people. This is my way of encouraging people. I know that encouragement is in all forms. You can encourage people in so many ways, but this was one of my ways to encourage people. I have this little clip that I want y'all to see that inspires me all the time. It's a conversation with Oprah Winfrey and Steve Harvey.
Days in my life are the day you're born and the day you find out why.
That's so
Those
important.
2 days
Yeah.
are phenomenal days.
Yeah, I thought it was very interesting because in the book you say there's your talent, but then there's your gift. And until you discover what your gift is, you are really sort of like aimlessly going through life. You're not really on purpose.
No, see, your talent, you can be a good accountant. You can be a good lawyer. That could be your talent.
Yeah.
But your gift is something. See, your talent will allow you to have a wonderful career. But this is what I've learned. Your career is what you paid for. Your calling is what you made for. Your calling is tied directly to your gift.
Yeah.
It's the only way.
So what is your gift? Let's help people distinguish between the two.
Okay. My talent is I'm funny. That's my talent. But it's also closely tied to my gift. And it took me a minute to learn. I'm gifted at humor. I can make anything funny. But I've learned that my actual gift is I can take information, transpose it immediately, and it comes out into humor. But I can take information, transpose it immediately, and come out in motivation. I can take information, transpose it immediately, and it comes out in inspiration. I can take information, transpose it immediately, and it come out in uplift. So my real gift, I thought it was just funny. But God didn't make me this just to be funny. He made me this for a calling, for a purpose, that he needed to make me famous, to get me known enough so I could sit here with a person like Oprah Winfrey and have no shame in telling everybody it's him. have no shame in saying, this is how it's done. No shame. But all of that was to get me here.
So getting back into my guest appearances, like that was a very inspiring video that I saw and scrolling through my YouTubes when I'm looking and stuff, and that really touched me because there's a lot of people that are not familiar with their gifts and their talents, and some of them still know their gifts and talents but haven't done anything with them. And then there's others that's still in between, like, is that a gift or is that a talent? And I just wanted to tell y'all, like, I believe that all of these functionalities, these capabilities that I have are my talents, but me perfecting them. But my gift is to encourage. You know, I like to always support. Those are ways of encouraging. You know, it's you have to train your mind to do good and do better. And so, like, I always wanted to be one of those people to help, and that was my form of helping. And then when I combine my gifts and my talent to encourage and to be able to use it in a platform such as an internet talk show, I thought that was amazing. So when I saw that, I was like, I wanted y'all to see the clip the same way I saw the clip. This was one of the inspirational tips for the show for today. And it's sometimes you need a second chance because you weren't quite ready for the first. And when I was thinking, like, okay, I've done this already. I started on Facebook. I didn't start this advanced, but I started on Facebook with my show. Didn't even know at the time it would be a show. And I always used to be like, what's going on, world? What's going on, world? What's going on, world? And then when that quote recently came, because you never know when you're going to need something until you need it. And that quote that someone posted came at the right time. It actually came right around the time when I was like, what am I going to do? I got to do something. I can't have all these gifts and talents and not be able to help the world. And I said, wow, that was me. Because, right, sometimes you need a second chance because you weren't quite ready for the first. So if you're one of the people that was not ready for the first time around, this is your second chance. Some of us need 3 or 4 chance, and that's cool. So if you're one of the people just like me, and you looking to get yourself situated and you want to be recognized when the world don't want to recognize you, what's going on in your world? What's going on in your world? In your world. I want to know what's going on in your world. If that's you, this is definitely the internet talk show for you. You'll definitely get your recognition. You'll definitely get your 15 minutes of fame. Whatever they call it, the 15 seconds of fame. I call it 15 minutes because in an internet talk show, you could tie up 15 minutes. But if that's you and you want to try again and get it all over again and try again, because you never give up and you never stop doing it. You know, once you called to do it, you called to do it, no matter what it looks like, even if you don't do it right away. But I wanted to say this. Slow obedience is still disobedience. So let's try the second time around, our third time around, whatever chance it is for you. Let's try this time around to get it right. We could get it right together. You know, I'm starting off, you starting off. It seems like we all starting off somewhere. You might be starting something new while being at home. You might even started cooking. That's a lot of people I'm seeing when I'm on Facebook. I like that. The post they were posting before, it wasn't no food. And I'm like, they food looking good, but you know, you don't know where it's at. And some of us didn't even know our gift or our talent. You know, I really believe that a talent, like he said, is something you got to work for. You know, you got to work at it because the next person is lined up to do it too. But your gift, nobody can take that away from you. That's how I feel. That's what I believe. So, you know, I'm bringing in my nephew. My nephew, Randall, is the next to be up in here and share with y'all what family mean to him. Hey. There go my nephew. He looking like new money. What's up, Randall? Let me see.
Hey.
Let me get in this camera with you.
How are you?
I'm good. Sorry about that, baby.
Good to see you.
I'm quite sorry a lot, y'all.
No, listen, this is your first show.
I know.
The excitement. There's so much excitement.
Not only is it excitement, or I ain't getting no sleep behind this. And now I'm like, you down to the 5:59 before 6. It wouldn't be some hiccups. I'm like, but we worked this all out already.
You know why you couldn't sleep?
Why couldn't I sleep?
You was busy up chasing your dreams. That's why.
That's right. I like that.
Well, first I want to congratulate you on your first show.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And thanks for having me. Considering to have me on your show. So thank you for that. I just want to come on and just show my support and maybe answer a few questions that you may have.
Okay.
And I know that you was picking my brain over the last week or so. So.
All right. So I know that you articulate a different type of way. Everybody has a different direction in life. Mm-hmm. You articulate very well. I think that's great for you. You fit perfect in that realm with those business executives and all. I really believe that, with my background, it's great, but I look up to you. So if I'm looking up to you, my question to you is, who inspires you? Who inspires you?
The crazy thing about it is my aunt's in the house.
Which aunt will that be?
No.
Because you had to think about that.
Growing up in a house with 5 women it can be a little bit difficult. It can be catty, but you also get a understanding of what love is, and being having ideas and being innovative and ingenuity. So I think that's something that I got being around 5 women, getting 5 different ideas, 5 different ways of being loved and taught things. So I definitely would say the 5 women I grew up in the house with: my grandmother, my aunt, my mom, and the numerous people that I've known over the years. But definitely the women in the household.
Would you like to share a little bit of your business background?
Well, currently I work with social enterprise. So we work with the formerly incarcerated, the gentlemen that come home, or the homeless or veterans. We help them find work, and actually give them supportive housing and also supportive services, maybe computer training, sometimes mobile access, interview training, things of that sort.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, it's something I do. It's not something I publicize, because you have the opportunity to work with different people. And I'm not going to lie, I was one of those people that stigmatized people coming home from prison or jail or just coming from a homeless background, that they were lazy or they just had a tough time or they made bad choices. And you get a chance to meet these people, and sometimes they have a great life and they make one bad decision and it goes left on them. And just to reflect on that post that you had, the quote was that this is your second chance. And I feel that it's so true in so many things you do in life, because practice makes perfect. So sometimes you're going to make one mistake. Doesn't mean that you need to give up. You need to keep going. And I think that's something that I learned working with the formerly incarcerated, the homeless, and the veterans, that you do have a second chance. And I think that's another line of inspiration for me as well.
Yeah, well, that's the reason why I put it up there. I'm actually glad that I can inspire you too, because a lot of people, that whole thank you, my reason of doing what I did was because it doesn't get recognition. What's getting recognition is important too. Every part of a human body is important. Every part of a functioning, of the body has a functionality, and I'm grateful and thankful for the ones they consider right now to be essential, but everybody plays a major role. And when people don't feel like they play a major role, they tend to don't want to be doing a part, but your part is still important, whatever your role is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just want to be like, okay, that ain't my job, but you have a job, and whatever part of your job is just as important as the person that appears to be on top. Because when I saw that quote, I thought it was like, like the perfect quote, but am I the only one feeling like that? And for you to have said that was like great. But
it means a lot, because you have people that are considered non-essential or essential. And this is a great opportunity for them to work on their craft, their gift, their talents. And like you said, you see people online posting pictures of their food. Like you had Kyla posting some of the jewelry line that she works with. There's people that have been reaching out to me the last 2 months to help them with the licensing and branding, because now they're entrepreneurs or they want to start with their own line of a startup or a courier or a clothing line, lounges, restaurants, car washes. So this is all things that we tap into because now we have time to work on ourselves. And I think it's great. I think it's great. And this is one of the things that I actually do on my spare time.
This is something someone had told me. The way they told me was so profound, but when grandma told me, I got it right away. And then to make it as like solidified, it was like perfect. And that was never lower your standards, but always check your expectations. So what I'm going to say is the story is about when I was started in the beginning with music production, which was the beat making. And I also was at work one day. And my coworker had a skill too. And I'm one of the people I like to tie us all in where we all could fit in. Like, okay, my mom was like, yo, he got a talent, I got a talent, how we could do this collab. And he was at the time doing clothing line. He was, the air can spray back in the days, the official people.
Yeah.
So when he did, I was like, yo, make me a hat. And I always seemed to do my part. I always felt like, why I'm the only one doing my part and other people not doing their part, right? Mm-hmm. So I gave them the money right away. Yo, what I need, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Took care of everything. And then I felt let down because later on I was like, yo, he ain't doing, I thought he would have done X, Y, and Z. I went hard. Well, he didn't go hard as I went hard. Right. And I'll never forget the day when grandma said, I said, Ma, why is it every time I'm always giving my all and somebody else ain't giving it all? And she said the similar words like that. She said, well, baby, you're 100% is different from somebody else's 100%. Correct. And I be giving 100%. I think my energy get 200%. So I think my energy get 200%. A lot of people don't even consider that as a factor. Right? Mm-hmm. Right? Think about it, right? A lot of people don't consider that part. Like, they consider the part of they did their part. But then again, like you were just saying, like, I really thought that was perfect because if I'm around doing my part, right, and it said never lower your standards, like, you said it right. Like, we're not lowering our standards, but at the same time, I have to check my expectation. Like, am I asking for too much? What, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was really profound.
You have to understand that you and another person may be going to the same destination, right? Uh-huh. But you're in two separate cars. You going 100 miles per hour and they going 50. Y'all going to get there. You may get there faster. You may get there before them. But it's all about what they're comfortable at, and you got to understand that.
So that's probably what it is, right? Because I always thought, I really was like, what's going on with me? And I think that's what's happening now. A lot of people now, especially the people that lost jobs, right? Mm-hmm. We don't know what demographic they were talking about. We know that people lost jobs. Upper class, middle class, lower class. We don't know what demographic what they were talking about. But to have lost a job now, what do you think? You're not worthy. You get home. That might be the best time to start your own business.
Well, I'll say this. I'll say those that had high paying jobs are probably in a better position than those that were in a low income or middle class. Especially when you have a family or you have expenses that you haven't accounted for. And we know most people that live in New York or people that live in the U.S. are living check to check, unfortunately. And I think there's an opportunity for us, when I mean I'm talking about what's going on, for us to educate ourselves on financials, becoming more intelligent about what's going on with the market, investments, and entrepreneurship. You can't rely on one way of getting food. If you wanted your favorite food, you don't go to one supermarket and be like, oh, they don't have it. You go to different supermarkets, right?
Exactly. You keep going until you find it.
So that should be your income way, too. You have streamlines different ways of like, hey, if I go to this place, they don't have it, I'll go somewhere else. So that way you know that there's a steady stream of income or quote-unquote food coming in your way. So I think that's something people have to think about. And I hope people are taking this time to explore the opportunity to read a little bit more, educate themselves a little bit more on not just their dreams and their crafts and their skills, but also opportunities and weaknesses that they may have.
Thank you, Randall. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being on my first internet talk show for the What's Going On
Much
World
love,
show.
much love.
Thank you so much. I
Mickey
appreciate
has me
y'all.
back.
And I believe the people that's watching that have those questions that they don't want to really say and they should be saying, they will be asking when, especially when we have that business internet talk time as well.
Okay.
So thank you, Randall, for tuning in, for being a part of, being a guest and being a part of the show as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Family first.
See you later.
Thank you. Later. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, y'all. Give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause. Family First Friday, so I want to bring in my niece, Joy. Hey, hey, I'm going to dance with you with this one. Welcome to the broadcast, y'all. What's going on, world? Woo! Hey, let's go. You see me? Hey, bring it to you. My niece, Joy. My other niece right here, she's a young adult. Let's tell the world what's going on.
What's going on?
Hey, let's go. Welcome to the broadcast, y'all. What's going on, world? I have no control over the audio and video outside of this place, as well as in here sometimes too. You know, there's a lot of glitches, and I'm actually glad it's not perfect. It's not more perfect than a human being. So, let's go. Let's see this. Try this again.
Hopefully,
It's not working. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. That's what's going on right now. What's going on, world? That's what's going on right now. We having audio issues, and we are rolling past an hour. If you still tune in, it's cool. I was trying to lock in for just an hour. In the meantime, while maybe she try her headphones, we're going to stay here, and I'm going to give y'all, I'm not new to broadcasting. I started on Facebook. And I saw in the beginning, it didn't work right for me. It didn't work well at all for me at the time. Because at the time, currently, right? Get it off the camera. I don't want to be double screening. But at the time, when I started live streaming at the time, my focus was on all the wrong things. How many viewers I got. Who watching. And me being young-minded and the wrong direction at the time, I was like, forget this. Well, how you come to your own and they don't receive you? How you got people that... Facebook is different than Instagram. Facebook is your loved ones, the people you went to school with, your old bosses. We got a lot of those too, y'all. I know y'all can identify with me. Right? Hold on, Joy. Stay there. We're going to mic check it. But I realized that if I do this for y'all, we'll never get nowhere. I had to do it in the beginning for me. So now that I'm doing it for me, I know I can encourage you. I couldn't encourage you before because I couldn't even do it for me. So I was waiting on everybody like, okay, they ain't coming tune in, all right, or whatever. And I left. But I didn't leave there. And when you're calling, like Steve Harvey called me, when your calling is chasing you, yeah, man, I went from leaving y'all to Periscope to all these other social media platforms to foreigners and people from other country receiving me more than my own people. And I was like, I'm set. We good now. We good. Facebook don't got right with me. We good. But look, I'm back here. Why am I back here? Because I had to start all over because I didn't do nothing with my first chance. So my second chance, I said, okay, well, I'm not going to do it for that. I appreciate for everybody tuning in. Great. But this is for us. This is for us. This is how we encourage each other in these type of settings and this type of fit and this type of set right now. This setup we got, not my setup here, but the setup we got right now, being home, spending time with our loved ones, that's the setup. That's a good setup. That's a setup from a setback. I don't know about you, but for me, working for nobody ain't gonna get it. I don't know about you, but for me, working for nobody really ain't gonna get it. You have to work until you can obtain your short-term goal. But working, my long-term goal and my ultimate goal is not to work for nobody. When I see me, I'm like, I'm used to the camera. I know what it's like when you sitting there and you broadcasting and people don't say nothing and comment below. They don't even say nothing until it's their favorite celebrity. But now look, the tables turn, and then I told my brother-in-law, I said, yo, now the celebrities, I'm talking to them, I'm like, hey, so reaching out, following my favorite celebrity or whatever, and they don't even respond because they not used to be in front of the camera. So this is an ultimate platform for us, y'all. It's better than TV. TV don't talk back to you. You don't like a channel, you just turn the channel. Yeah, same with this as well. But the difference between this and TV is you can comment back. You can't tell your TV station when you don't like something, you don't like. You can say it out loud, but ain't nobody hearing you going on deaf ears. But when you say it in the internet, comments is everything. I was at my niece's broadcast, Kyla, my first niece broadcast. Yesterday she was doing her paparazzi thing, and I thought, like, you can't have that many people in your comments and just sit back. Some of y'all can sit back, but are we all not having questions? It should be questions because nobody's perfect. Nobody knows. I don't know everything. But I bet you I want people to ask. I'm first to ask, what's this? What that mean? And I think that we should implement that more. It's a perfect time to sit back, get creative, be creative, stay creative. Testing, let's go. Talk to the people.
Hello?
We're in here.
Hey, guys.
All right, sound better. Let's see if it goes past hey, guys. Go ahead, talk. Don't move.
I'm Joy.
Go ahead, talk. Go ahead,
I'm
Joy.
Joy. I do writing. I went to a high school for writing. They taught us how to perfect our writing and also how to make our own books by our hands. So after writing for a little bit, I decided to do a YouTube channel.
What's your YouTube channel on?
And I was doing my YouTube channel for about it. Oh, it's Joy's Amira because I did rebranding. And after doing my YouTube channel and rebranding and networking with people, I decided to just take my YouTube channel and make it also my own custom brand, which is called Rose Dripping. And
when you say rose dripping, what is this about? Like, what made you change from what you had before?
So rose.
And it's a kind of delay. I see it. I don't know if y'all see it. Hopefully y'all don't see it. So we got audio. Let's go with the flow for the time being. Go back with what you're saying.
Yeah. Rose Dripping is my new brand. It's gonna be having a little bit of my poetry, but it's also gonna be me doing my own clothes now. That's my brand drops June 18th. And the reason why it's called Rose Dripping is because when I think of roses, I think of like expensive things, high quality things that everybody wants, but it's not always the simplest thing to get. It's kind of complicated, like a flower. So like the rose, the flower is beautiful and everybody wants one, but it has thorns, like it's complicated. So the whole idea of Rose Dripping is that when you buy or read one of my poetry, or you get my clothes when it drops June 19th, I want you to think of how expensive your mind is, how expensive you are. And expensive doesn't always have to be money. It could just be your value. It's like I value myself, and I want other people to get on this bandwagon before I escalate. Like, don't go reach up to me when I'm at the top. Reach me here when I'm trying to get there. So that's what Rose Dripping is all about.
All right, so because I knew you had a different one, and then when you said Rose Dripping, so you're saying that Rose Dripping is for knowing your value, knowing your knowing your worth.
Yes.
It's a knowing your worth, and
Yes.
it ties right into what give your gifts and talents. Know your worth. If you know your worth, we know our worth when it comes to and bragging rights. But can you display it? You could verbalize it and vocalize it, but can you display your worth? Can you display your worth? And it's again, it's you don't have to always display it in a form of a clothing line. But like I said, I know that I'm great at encouraging. I'm genuine when it comes to encouraging and giving them my time, my talents, my ideas financially. I'm always giving it that. But do you know your worth? And I understand it now. I just wanted you to elaborate on that. But just like I asked Randall, I believe, what inspires you? And who inspires you? What or who inspires you?
I'm inspired by my family,
All right, now we're gonna have to get a little specific
but
because
also God.
you say family. Which family? No, I'm being funny. I'm messing with you. Just trying to.
I'm inspired by my grandma, my little sister, you, and it's so funny. I'm inspired by my cousin Kyla. Like I watch all my cousins. We're all doing something, and everybody inspires me in our family.
You're breaking up again. We're gonna run with that. You're gonna provide me your information. We're gonna try to get you back on when we have a young adults topic as well, so that you all can sit together and try to come up with ideas together. So I just want to clip the audio stuff right now. Appreciate you, Joy. I love you. I love you. I love you as much as I can say it and show it.
Love you, Auntie.
And thank you for taking your time out of your day and to help me and launch my internet talk show and be on the show as well as a guest and give the people some type of idea. So, with that being said, appreciate you, but I know you was a little bit more excited than Randall was, so I need a little bit more music right now, so I'm gonna play your song. Let's go. Hey, appreciate y'all. That was my niece. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Got Shantae. I got my homegirl Shantae. Get some clarity. Hey, ready? Hey, let's. Hey. Hey, we gonna wait till the beat drop, then we gonna let it go. Cause this is my track right here. Hey, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, we need a little bit more light, Shantae. Make the best of it, though. Let me get you ready. This is my family, I added some of my real family. This is an extension of my family.
What's going on, world?
That's the first and foremost thing she want to do. She want to start off with what's going on, world.
Okay, so this was a real long journey. I see an echo.
You saw what?
It's an echo.
Yeah, you want we realizing that all that work we worked for this week, it's like I know I tested, and it's like I'm gonna stop promoting. If y'all ain't see the show today and y'all don't catch the preview, I'm gonna stop promoting because I think what happened is I promoted so much and the people coming in. I think that's what happened. So when you flood a section, it's like New Year's, y'all. I was telling people when we first started in this pandemic. When we started in this pandemic, and it was like, things are not working, especially with my mom's being able now to officially be on Skype in or whatever they're using now. We got a whole bunch WhatsApp. We got a lot of video chat features, y'all. I'm a technician, so we're actually able to get moms able to see. She's not a Facebook fan, she don't have an account, but she's actually able to tune in. And when we first started with all this stuff, that was like, wait, hold on, we've been test running, and Ray Shantae, we've been doing test run all day, all week. I don't know, we ain't getting no sleep. No sleep, no slump. Go ahead, tell them what your role and how you are part of the extension of the family.
This has definitely been a journey and experience. I was very honored for Michelle to ask me for my feedback, for my help, because this is not my talent or my gift. Okay? So I don't really know anything about it, but wherever she needed me, I was there. She needed to test something, send something, be on the phone for hours, get things in order, being here, being supportive, being a friend.
You know how they have and this is not a bad thing, but you know how they have on when we watch TV and we see our favorite, let's use artists as in rap artists, right? And then you see them in a TV show and you're like, you better stick to rapping. Right? You understand what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Like I believe I have it both, but this, like I said, this platform was like so unique. And when I mentioned it to her, she was like, yeah, yo, like this really is it. And now look, is it it? It's still it. It's just needs some tweaking to do. You know what I'm saying? I caught on real quick because I always have an idea anyway. So, you know, Shantae, tell the people a little bit of how we came to know each other. We were just talking about it too during our dress rehearsal and test run. We did all that, and then look, we're back at it again. So
let's see. We met at Rivers of Living Water Ministries. I was about 10, maybe 11. So it's been a long journey.
That's we met and that's it. Like and how did
it's all she wrote from there.
We went through a lot. We was talking about how I thought it was the three of us. It would be me, my sister, and it would be Shantae, but then now it's just me and Shantae. So I don't know. I think the blessing is.
Can I say we was like the black sheep?
I feel like I'm a little bit more seasoned at being in front of the camera. Like I explained to y'all, I've been broadcasting to a lot of people all over the world, and a lot of people that really they're a little anxiety. You know what I'm saying? I was told, this is what I was told, y'all. This is what I was told. I feel this like I should say it. Is I was told when I was coming up when I first started working at ABC and getting a little closer to some of the big important people there. And I was told that I didn't have interviewing technique. Me and my partner's son, I was speaking with CEOs and execs in there, and we were told that we never been interviewed. And a lot of times you need, like, I totally understand that, like, you need a first time. So if you don't give somebody a first time, how they gonna get their feet wet? You know what I'm saying? And I feel this is me and you and us getting our feet wet. Like, I haven't done directing before. I've done hosting, or for my other platforms. But I've never done directing before. She probably ain't never been in front of a camera before. We all got something we ain't never done before. But you don't know what you ain't never done until you get out there and do it. So you're going to have a question. I got you. You going to do more than sit there and look pretty today. That's my homie, yo. She ride with me, yo. So I'm going to ask you the 3 questions again. Have you taken on a new task at home? If so, what is it?
I definitely, you can't see the comments, but I was definitely commenting when Kyla was talking about becoming a teacher. With this pandemic and the kids being at home, I'm definitely a teacher. I'm sitting down doing work, project, you name it, cooking as a lesson.
That's it. You know, like it's been like a headache. Like when we doing our FaceTime calls and when we working on this project and getting everything going, and you get, I said, oh, is that really a lot? Yeah, I don't have any children other than extension of having children, but
Well, I have multiple kids in different age grades. So I have one in elementary, one in junior high school, and Dante is considered high school still. So he has speech therapy, he has all kind of therapies plus on top of his regular teaching. So I have all these teachers from all three school settings contacting me on a regular on top of trying to teach. So yeah, I believe it's more difficult for me. And then Belmel, he weighs on my patience. I love him though, but I don't have the patience I used to have.
but so
And he's stubborn.
So
Whew.
so like when y'all was working on something for Mother's Day, you found it to be a little bit more of a test, like a little bit more trying.
Well, it depends on Melmel. Okay, some days things go easy and sometimes he's just not with it. So I have to, be a mother. I have to put the teacher role to the side and then be the mother and then take back up the teacher hat to get it done.
Well,
If that makes sense.
so for me, I picking up other people's children, I haven't, but grandchildren, my significant others, grandchildren, I love them. Like it's a piece of work. So if we would have had to been quarantined with them, I don't know. I don't know, I don't know if I'd have been able to do part two, but I definitely did part one, so I could identify just a little. But yeah, so I appreciate you,
So let
Shantae.
me so let me put one more thing out there. So this was Teacher Appreciation Week, and I definitely appreciate the teachers and what they do and the patience that they have with kids, because it's definitely a calling and a talent to teach this generation.
So did you just because I asked, I'm asking again. What do you get from sometimes you need a second chance because you were not quite ready for the first one? What do you get from that?
What do I
What does it mean to you? How does that, like, does it does it do anything to you? Does it make you feel some type of
uh,
way? Think of it as a post on Facebook and you scrolling through and you
can I
see it.
relate to it?
Yeah, can you relate to it?
No.
You can't relate to it?
I can't relate to it. I can't. I was actually sitting here thinking, like, to associate it and put it into my life, and
Well, second chances could be a little bit of everything. But in
right.
on the what's going on world show and of the encouragement type show, it's based on, have you even ventured out to starting your own company? And that's how I took it. Like, I mean, everybody could have took this second chance as like, oh, whatever. Like, you get a second chance to live that too. But in this aspect, for this particular show, it varies for everybody. How does it identify to you? Can you say it identify to you in any form or fashion, as far as in, have you ever ventured out to start your own business? Like,
Well, definitely your inspirational words really made me think about my goals for my businesses and have I been real slowful when it came to it. So that part I can relate to.
all right. So, do you have any? Did you have you? I know we talk, but did you want it? Would you care to share and put it out there, like a little bit of what you have attempted, or have you even attempted to?
Nope, I haven't attempted to open my daycare. I haven't even looked into a name, but I know what I want and my ideas that I want to have in it.
So when you wanted to start that daycare, just to touch one more, what inspired you to come up with a daycare? Like, everybody has, your inspiration could have came from something as far as in because you love dealing with children. I have a sister that loves dealing with children. I have a lot of sisters that love dealing with children. But what inspired you particularly with daycare? Like, instead of something else.
Well, I believe I've been watching kids since I was about 9, 10 years old. So I think I've always had a rapport with the youth and the kids. I also do school safety. Um, so I feel like that's one of my talented and that maybe even my gift. I haven't really thought about it, but I just feel like everything keeps tying into kids.
All right, so we're gonna work on it. That's what we could do. We could come in. We can establish where we encourage each other. There's probably somebody that's listening that can help with that. Closed mouth don't get fed.
Right.
This is a little different than a regular talk show. We got a little bit less. I feel a little bit less restrictions in some areas, but more restrictions in others. And we on the biggest restriction is the one we put on ourselves. So like, hopefully people, when I get a chance to see y'all comments, or if y'all comment through all of the other social media platforms, that there is a way, like, we really take this in consideration. Like, this is to continue. Like, this is not just for today. I didn't intend for Internet Talk Show What's Going On World to just be for today, as in the day's date, Friday, May 8th. I mean, of what's happening now in the world. A lot of people are stagnated in their endeavors. They're like, whatever. I think my endeavor is to be a couch potato. I sit in front of the TV screen, gonna eat me all day some food. Let me say. So yeah, we gotta get past that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other stuff I want to say. I want to get to the last part of my segment. Is the fun. We got the meat and potatoes. We're going to bring some fun out. Hopefully, if y'all still riding and tuned in, we're going to bring the meat and potatoes. We're sorry we went over time, but, things are subject to change. And as long as y'all know that, y'all see that what's happening in the world for real, let you know things are subject to change. So, when things are subject to change, we just ride with it. So now I bring back to you. Thank you, Shantae, for tuning in, being a guest. Thank you for being this extension of my family, always being supportive of me, and vice versa. And definitely continue to watch, and see you soon. Did you want to dance out? Let me stop.
Okay, so this one is all right. So like she mentioned already before, this is the paparazzi journey. And I'm only showing 3 pieces.
Check the audio again. Check the audio again. Do a check.
Can you hear me?
It's an echo. We hear you, but I think it's an echo.
I don't know why the echo is. I think everybody on the laptop has the echo.
All right. Well, for your production, just for this, until we work some things out. Let's see how I play. Let's see the talk. It may be good.
I'm like, okay.
You looking for sound?
I was trying to see if something.
All right, what piece will you be showing the people first?
So the first piece I want to show is this bronze piece here. This is not bronze. This is a copper. Okay, and this copper piece, it's like a hammer design, and it's a short necklace. I call these like my African type Egypt. I don't know. That's when I look at this as the Egyptians. That's what I think about when I see these pieces. So I love these type of pieces here. So that's
I like it. I like it.
And all of the pieces come with earrings. All of the necklaces, anyway. And so those are the earrings that come with this one. Okay, so that's that piece. That is a $5 piece. The next thing that I have are earrings. These earrings are seaweed earrings. These are colorful seaweed earrings. If you can see, y'all excuse me, I'm trying to get this camera thing together. So what happened, this is one of the most popular pieces on paparazzi. Everybody loves them. They sell out really quickly. So it's a flashy, fun, hippie, chicky, all them words that we be using. I don't know. Chick style.
It's cool.
He asked me for chick style earrings, and I'm like, I don't even know what that is. But apparently, this falls into that category. So these are something that we also sell. The next thing that I also have is a long necklace, and I'm gonna put this on the thing. But you got the long necklace. It comes down with 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and it got little shapes on the side, little whatever you want to call them. I call it geometric type thing. Circles, bigger circles, and diamonds. Like, okay, and this is like a black color, but this also comes in like silver as well. So it comes in different colors. Sometimes we have things that come in different colors, and this is just a few items. That's just a clip of a short, a long, and a pair of earrings that we do sell. And of course, as you can see on my wall, there is plenty more items that we do sell. So that's that. And it's all that in nickel free, $5. Okay.
$5. You can't beat it, people. You can't beat it. And if you know somewhere you could beat it, please let me know.
You can also find me on Instagram at Unique, and it's EUNEIK. My website for my paparazzi stuff is uniquestyles.com. So it's
It's in there. It's in there.
EUNEIK
Styles.
STYLES.com. And you can go in there, you can shop 24/7. They have stuff that I may not have on hand. So there it is.
Good stuff. Thank you, Kyla. So what my plan is, most people don't announce it, but my plan is we're gonna do the trivia. Since this is a talk show, an internet talk show, the trivia is a talk show trivia, and whoever wins the talk show trivia will get all three today.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that segment. I'm gonna let you come down and bring Shantae back in the camera. Thank you so much. Y'all
No
stick
problem.
around. If y'all know how to find her and check her stuff out, how to reach her. That's Facebook, Kyla Unique, and Instagram is Unique, and her website is also up there, www.uniquestyles.com. Y'all can definitely find her. Appreciate everybody again for tuning in, especially for this part of the segment. This is a business owner. Small business is better than no business. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. All right. Thanks, Kyla.
All right.
Appreciate y'all again, y'all, for tuning in. Again, I'm your host, MSE. What's going on, world? What was that? This one's a good one. Alright, let's go. Where we at? Where we at? Y'all getting little snippets because y'all cheated on the first time. Y'all cheated on the first time. Let's go. Let's go with the next one. Alright, next one.
I just wanna be myself. I don't wanna be anyone else. I just wanna be myself. I just wanna be.
Okay. We got one more to go. Alright. So yeah, there you have it. If you comment below, and Shantae, my moderator, is checking to see who got the right answer, and I will check also as well. So we will be finding out who won, and we're revealing it after the show is over. Tune in, stay tuned to my page so you can find out who won, and you will be given all three of those pieces. That's a definite. What's going on, world?